From years of on-screen chaos that fans once dismissed as just drama,
You're not sorry. There's your cake, Michael. That doesn't work this time.
to a bitter divorce when Michael walked away with half of Angela's empire.
Michael is getting all he deserves. Some women are very terrible, but I'm happy. Angela, how markets?
This is the full story of Angela Deem's downfall, how a reality TV tyrant lost control, her grip on fame, and half her fortune. Still wondering how she stayed on TV for years despite the screaming, the insults, and the abuse? Angela's story exposes everything. Angela Deem is one of the most recognizable and controversial figures to ever appear on 90 Day Fiancé. Since her debut on Before the 90 Days in 2018, Angela has made headlines for her explosive temper, controlling behavior, and dramatic relationship with Nigerian husband Michael Ilesanmi. But her reality TV journey didn't start with TLC, and her behavior both on and off camera has sparked heated discussions among fans for years.
To love and to obey.
What?
Yes, to love and to obey.
Obey what?
Obey
And
husband.
obey who?
Angela was first introduced to viewers as a loud, opinionated, and no-nonsense woman from Georgia. At 52 years old, she had met her then 30-year-old Nigerian partner, Michael, online and traveled to Nigeria to pursue her relationship. From the moment she appeared on screen, Angela's personality was impossible to ignore. She quickly established herself as a dominant force in the relationship, often overshadowing Michael with her sharp tongue and confrontational nature. What some saw as confidence, others labeled as controlling.
Even though Michael lives with his mom, we're staying in a hotel. He offered to go to his mom's, but her being a Christian woman like I know she is, I would feel very uncomfortable.
As the relationship progressed through various 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs, Angela's behavior grew increasingly volatile. Verbal altercations with Michael were a common occurrence, often laced with shouting, insults, and accusations. She frequently accused him of being unfaithful, demanded access to his phone, and even threatened to end the relationship over minor disagreements.
Angie.
Just go outside.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I feel like he's manipulating me with the cake.
At one point, she was seen physically pushing him during an argument. The pattern of behavior led many fans to question why TLC continued to feature her so prominently, with some labeling her actions as abusive.
There's your cake, Michael. That doesn't work this time.
Angela's past behavior wasn't limited to the 90 Day Fiancé universe. Before joining the TLC franchise, she had already dabbled in reality TV, appearing on The Maury Povich Show. There, she played up the kind of dramatic antics viewers would later associate with her: loud confrontations, wild accusations, and chaotic storytelling. These appearances painted a picture of someone who was comfortable airing her personal life on television in exchange for attention and screen time.
It's not the day! This, I didn't know Terry before. Chris come over one night, he said, baby,
why are you...
listen, Maury, chill out. He come over, yes, sir.
Throughout her time on 90 Day Fiancé, one of the most talked about issues in her relationship was the significant 22-year age gap between her and Michael. Angela's jealousy and insecurity surrounding the age difference became a constant source of drama. She often expressed fears that Michael was only using her for a visa or might cheat on her with younger women. These fears would often manifest in controlling and toxic behavior, from screaming matches over social media activity to issuing ultimatums about his friendships.
They need to know how we do it. You help me in the kitchen. You're going to help me set the table.
This is
I'm
Nigeria.
not
When we
giving
get
a
to the States,
damn.
it will be different.
No, you want me to live like a Nigerian woman. I'm not.
Angela's insecurities also led to controversial decisions about her body. At one point, she underwent multiple cosmetic surgeries in hopes of looking younger, despite Michael expressing his disapproval. This only fueled further tension between the couple, with Angela accusing him of not being supportive and Michael claiming he didn't recognize the woman he once loved.
You are not stupid. You are not.
I know I'm not. But
Well,
if you think I am, I don't need to marry a stupid man.
Listen.
Ain't no listening. That can't tell me nothing about my household or you.
Many viewers have pointed out the double standards in how Angela is portrayed compared to other cast members. While TLC has been quick to remove some stars over accusations of toxic behavior or abuse, Angela has remained a recurring face on the show despite a long record of aggressive outbursts. This inconsistency has led to criticism of the franchise for seemingly enabling or even rewarding her behavior.
So, Michael, I like this feeling right here, but when you betrayed me, there ain't no ifs and buts. You see, I get sick from being upset. You hear my voice?
Finally making it to America should have been Michael's dream come true. Instead, it became his worst nightmare. After years of paperwork delays, denials, and emotional roller coasters, Michael Ilesanmi finally arrived in the United States in December 2023. For fans of 90 Day Fiancé, it felt like the end of one saga and the hopeful beginning of another.
We're in the USA. You're in the USA.
I'm so happy.
USA, baby.
Finally.
USA. Are you crying?
Michael had waited patiently through a years-long K-1 visa process, endured countless arguments and humiliations from Angela Deem on national TV, and even stayed loyal despite being stranded in Nigeria during the COVID-19 pandemic. His arrival was supposed to mark the fresh start they had both been fighting for. But what unfolded in the months that followed was anything but a happily ever after. Michael's arrival was met with excitement by many fans who had long felt he deserved a break. After years of being verbally berated, accused of cheating, and publicly embarrassed by Angela, there was hope that a change of scenery might finally bring peace to their relationship. But almost immediately, red flags began to reappear. Only now they were happening on US soil.
It's getting late. I'm just giving you a quick tour because I'm exhausted.
I know it.
Is that okay?
Okay, it's fine.
Sorry about my room. All right. Oh, God.
Angela's controlling tendencies didn't soften with Michael's arrival, they intensified. She began micromanaging nearly every aspect of his new life in America. Reports surfaced that she restricted Michael from seeking employment, claiming that he should focus solely on adjusting to life with her and earning her trust. This not only left Michael financially dependent on Angela, but also isolated him socially. She allegedly monitored his phone, controlled who he could speak to, and discouraged him from forming new friendships, even with other Nigerian immigrants or fellow 90 Day cast members.
I feel nervous, happy, anxious, everything. I'm having the mixed feelings. If they react badly, I'll feel disappointed.
Even casual outings became a battleground. Michael was reportedly not allowed to leave the house alone, with Angela insisting that she needed to know his whereabouts at all times. What started as concern quickly turned into a disturbing pattern of surveillance and control. Angela often justified her behavior by pointing to Michael's past lies or flirting online, but critics argued that her reactions were extreme and rooted in deep insecurity rather than real threats.
Did you tell my daughters all women are stupid?
So what do you expect me to do?
Bitch!
Like now? So what is it?
Let me tell you something. You better get your ass and get your... You want us to get fucked? Duck up.
Things came to a boiling point publicly during the Happily Ever After Season 8 tell-all, filmed just weeks after Michael's arrival. Cast members like Kobe Blaze and Emily Bieberly didn't hold back when it came to Angela's treatment of Michael. In one tense moment, Kobe told Angela directly that she was abusing Michael emotionally and verbally. Others nodded in agreement, pointed out that if the roles were reversed and a man spoke to a woman the way Angela spoke to Michael, the outrage would be massive. But despite the criticism, Angela doubled down, yelling, interrupting, and brushing off her co-star's concerns as jealousy or misunderstanding.
Not at every little thing.
No, but
okay?
everything. Kobe, you don't see what I see, and that's understandable.
Angela, I'm not
your concern.
I'm just saying that.
One especially disturbing moment came when Angela mocked Michael on stage for not having real American friends and ridiculed his accent and mannerisms. Her words were demeaning. She framed his cultural differences as flaws, even though those very differences were what made their relationship unique in the first place. It was a public unraveling that left many fans shocked and angry.
I will handle it, okay? I appreciate your concern, okay?
I honestly don't get it. This is...
Kobe is baffled.
Did you see where I gave my cigarettes, Michael?
No.
But the situation behind closed doors seemed even worse. By February 2024, barely 2 months after his arrival, Michael fled from Angela's Georgia home without warning. Initial rumors swirled across social media, with some claiming he had gone missing. Angela herself posted teary videos claiming Michael had run off in the middle of the night. However, as more information came out, it became clear that Michael had escaped. According to reports from local authorities and leaked insider sources, Michael feared for his safety and felt he had no other option but to leave. Allegedly, Angela's behavior had become increasingly unpredictable. Some insiders claimed that she had resorted to shouting and even throwing objects during arguments. Others suggested Michael was not allowed to have access to his own immigration paperwork or finances, further trapping him in a situation he could no longer endure. Michael's departure was a heartbreaking but powerful move. For years, he had endured mistreatment in the hopes of reaching the US and building a better life. But once he got here, he realized that the dream came with a heavy cost. His fear and decision to walk away told fans everything they needed to know. No matter the love story they had once believed in, Michael's well-being had to come first.
Where's the camera, Lydia? Where's the camera?
Will you calm down?
You shut the up. You won't tell her I will.
He's not telling me what to do, okay?
Michael, you grow a balls today and stand up for me and tell her to stay out of our business?
Angela, meanwhile, went into damage control, posting emotional TikToks claiming betrayal and accusing Michael of using her for a green card. But the narrative had already shifted. For many fans, this was a story of a woman who had abused her power for years, and a man who finally found the courage to break free.
I say, yeah, he's coming. Unanswered prayers, I heard. I guess we're praying the same thing, because enjoy America while you can. Because you'll be going home soon. I can say by that, I don't give a damn where he's at. I know where he's going.
Michael's brief time in America under Angela's roof showed that her behavior wasn't just for the cameras. It confirmed years of fan speculation that behind all the shouting and chaos was a toxic, controlling dynamic that no one, especially Michael, deserved. His escape may not have been the ending TLC had planned, but it was the one he needed. Just when you thought Angela had hit rock bottom, she found a way to dig deeper. In one of the most chaotic turns in their already turbulent relationship, Angela Deem decided to hire a private investigator to catch Michael cheating. At the time, Angela was convinced that Michael was lying to her, sneaking around, and possibly talking to other women online. Fueled by jealousy, insecurity, and years of mistrust, she took matters into her own hands. Literally.
Almost every single thing that's ever been mentioned about you on the internet. It took a staff of about 5 investigators to dig all the information up that we have.
Angela revealed her plan on camera, proudly announcing that she had hired a Nigerian-based private investigator to track Michael's every move. She wanted proof, texts, phone calls, screenshots, anything that could confirm her suspicions. Instead of working through their issues or seeking counseling, Angela opted for surveillance, essentially treating her own husband like a criminal. Fans were shocked and even more disturbed by how unbothered she was about crossing such personal boundaries. The investigator didn't find much at first, but that didn't stop Angela from accusing Michael of everything, from flirting on social media to running a scam. At one point, she even confronted him over a random voice message she claimed sounded flirtatious, ignoring context and pushing blame without evidence. She was hell-bent on painting Michael as a cheater, even when the proof didn't exist. The entire situation revealed just how far Angela was willing to go to maintain control. Instead of trusting her partner, she stalked him, and instead of listening, she yelled. The investigator's plotline showed how much she relied on fear and manipulation to keep Michael in line.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So that girl, is he still contacting her now? You haven't seen none? No? That's all I want.
He said he don't think he's doing anything.
I don't see any reason why Angela should be suspicious of Michael or his behavior.
Angela, however, didn't take the escape quietly. In June 2024, she filed for an annulment, alleging that Michael had used her for a green card. Her court filings accused him of fraud, claiming he induced her into marriage under false pretenses, never truly loving her and instead using the relationship solely to gain US residency. In her view, everything from the wedding to the years of long-distance communication had been one giant manipulation. But Michael wasn't backing down. In response, he filed a counterclaim for divorce, not annulment. his legal team painted a very different picture. Michael claimed he had entered the marriage in good faith and had genuinely loved Angela, but had endured years of emotional abuse, public humiliation, and even physical threats. In his divorce filings, he requested spousal support, citing Angela's controlling behavior, her attempts to isolate him, and the toll the relationship had taken on his mental health. The legal battle quickly turned ugly, with both sides accusing the other of betrayal and financial manipulation. Angela went public with claims that Michael had drained her bank accounts and left her financially ruined. She alleged that in the weeks before his departure, he accessed her personal accounts and withdrew large sums of money she claimed he never earned or contributed to. But Michael came prepared with receipts. Literally. His legal team submitted records showing that over the course of 5 years, he had sent Angela more than $200,000 from Nigeria. The money, he claimed, came from family support, his own work, and personal savings. According to him, much of this money was used to pay for visa applications, medical bills, household expenses, and even some of Angela's cosmetic procedures. In a surprising turn of events, recent court proceedings have suggested that Michael may be eligible to receive up to 50% of Angela's marital assets. Legal experts have pointed out that because Michael and Angela were legally married and lived together in the US for a period of time, he may have grounds to claim an equal share of their combined property. While no final judgment has been made, several insiders claim that the court is seriously considering Michael's side of the story. Sometimes it takes one brave move to change everything. Michael's escape freed an entire fan base to speak the truth. When news broke that Michael had fled Angela's home in Georgia, the 90 Day Fiancé fandom erupted. For years, viewers had watched the Nigerian native endure humiliation, control, and public verbal abuse from Angela. Now Michael's bold escape and his refusal to return were seen not as betrayal, but as triumph. Public opinion shifted dramatically in his favor, sparking a wave of support that has only grown stronger since. On social media platforms like Reddit, X, and Instagram, fans celebrated Michael's freedom with hashtags like #FreeMichael, #JusticeForMichael, and #AngelaIsTheProblem, trending for days. Viewers posted countless clips from past episodes showing Angela screaming at, mocking, and belittling him, reinforcing the belief that Michael had long been the victim, not the villain. One Reddit user said, "I hate her. She is so abusive. It was disgusting watching all of them in the mansion. Then the tell-all was somehow worse. Glad I'll never see her again." While another said, "I think Michael should get as much debt as he possibly can, then bounce back to Nigeria with the money and leave all the debt to Angela. He needs to be paid for dealing with her." The support wasn't just from viewers. Several castmates, including Kobe Blaze, Emily Bieberly, and Shaida Sween, publicly voiced their support for Michael during the Season 8 tell-all. Kobe famously told Angela to her face that her treatment of Michael was abusive, sparking a roar of approval from fans online. Many felt that it was long overdue for the franchise to hold Angela accountable. Another user said, "Angela is trash and abusive. She received so much backlash. I haven't finished all the tell-alls, but I wish production would have just made her leave and let Michael finish the show himself. Angela is a disgusting human, and her behavior towards Michael is inexcusable." Angela, meanwhile, faced immense backlash. Petitions demanding her removal from the 90 Day Fiancé universe began circulating, with some collecting over 25,000 signatures. Critics pointed out that if a male cast member had treated a woman the way Angela treated Michael, yelling, insulting, physically pushing, and controlling finances, they would have been banned from the show years ago. The double standard was no longer being ignored. That is giving TLC way too much credit. They have carefully avoided using the word abuse or any other descriptions that could be problematic for them. It was for the drama, the story, the viewers. Angela's behavior was the most obvious thing, one wrote. "Yo, Angela was just something else. I'll never forget when she hit Michael with a cake in front of people. How she'd always scream, 'I'm an American woman, I don't submit to no man.' And when her in-laws tried reasoning with her, she showed them her tits and said, 'Kiss my ass.'" Meanwhile, Michael was beginning a new chapter. Reports confirmed he had relocated to Texas, where he was finally living independently and safely. Photos began surfacing of him smiling with new friends, attending community events, and even looking into job opportunities. His body language looked different, lighter, freer. Some people learn from their mistakes, others double down and make things worse. Guess which path Angela chose? In the months following Michael's departure, Angela tried to bounce back the only way she knew how, loudly and publicly. she returned to social media with a vengeance, firing up TikTok and Instagram to defend herself against the growing mountain of backlash. But what really caught people's attention? She returned with another man. Suddenly, Angela was going live with a new companion by her side, flaunting what looked like a rebound relationship. Whether it was serious or just another attempt to stay relevant, fans weren't buying it.
Hey, look at the smile on your face.
Billy still lives in Canada, so we haven't met each other yet, but we talk all the time. That's what you do to people, Billy.
The move backfired. Instead of rebuilding her image, Angela only added fuel to the fire. Comments poured in, calling her desperate, manipulative, and unable to take accountability. Viewers accused her of flaunting the new man as a way to hurt Michael or distract from her own behavior. I don't believe this for a minute. The perfect man for Angela is deaf and blind, one user wrote. Another said, Angela is always jealous and berating Michael when he wasn't doing anything wrong, yet she's cheating on her husband. Of course, the accuser is usually the guilty one. Angela also posted emotional videos, insisted she's been misrepresented, and repeatedly claimed the show was scripted. She even threatened to take legal action against TLC and other cast members. But most of her followers had already made up their minds. They saw her rants as proof of her inability to take responsibility.
Hey, I want to ask you something. It's kind of awkward because I don't know how you feel about this. I feel like we haven't met. What do you think about me coming to Canada?
In a last-ditch effort to maintain her reality TV relevance, Angela teased tell-all interviews and went live with other controversial personalities. Still, her attempts to stir drama and gain sympathy largely fell flat. Former supporters called her out, saying she wasn't edited to look abusive, she just was. For years, and it was all caught on camera. The backlash only grew worse as rumors spread that TLC had quietly cut ties with her. Once the franchise standout, Angela now faced the reality of being replaced, rejected, and ridiculed. And with Michael moving on peacefully and gaining fan support, the contrast couldn't be clearer. Angela returned with another man, but lost almost everything else. Angela's reality TV reign may be crumbling, but the conversation is far from over. Do you think TLC should officially cut ties with her? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the wild world of 90 Day Fiancé.